Hey everybody, welcome back to Chris Cooks. Today we are making burgers, specifically smash burger tacos. If you're gluten-free, you know that gluten-free buns are awful. The smash burger taco though is the best way to have a gluten-free burger. I'm gonna show you the way that I do it, and it's really simple. Comes out perfect every time. Let's get to it. The things that we need for this obviously are ground beef. I prefer 85-15. It's a good fat ratio. Lots of flavor, but not overly fatty. Some seasoning, your favorite burger seasoning. This is just my homemade stuff that I put on everything. Just like an umami blend, but salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder works great. I use some beef tallow to go down first. You can also use like avocado oil if you prefer. Our tortillas, I'm using corn tortillas. If you want to make this grain-free, siete tortillas work excellent. Cheese, it's American cheese. I'm wearing my American flag polo in solidarity with American cheese because American cheese is the burger cheese. I'm sorry for those of you who are, I already know the comments are coming, it's plastic cheese, oh, fake cheese. No, it's real and it's real tasty. And this is what you use it for, a burger. We're going to make a pico de gallo with no cilantro, onions, tomatoes, jalapenos, normal burger ingredients. Cilantro with the other things doesn't really go great. And then our sauce. Starting with the beef, 1 pound, and this is gonna make 4 quarter-pound burgers. We just need about a tablespoon of our seasoning. And then we're going to mix this and portion it into 4 patties. These will get smashed on the grill. So right now we just form them into balls. Fresh ground beef works best, but you want to make sure you press it together really good. When you're mixing it, don't like squeeze it too much. You're gonna lose a lot of that texture, but you do want to form the ball real solid so it doesn't break apart as you're cooking it and pressing it. Best thing for the onions, if you have a microplane mandolin, these things are so awesome. The twist dial on the back adjusts the thickness. And we are gonna treat these onions 2 ways. First, we're gonna slice thinly to cook with the burgers, and then we will dice it to go into the pico. You want them really razor thin so that they'll caramelize. Once you get down about half of the onion, we'll save that half there. And then this half, just all of our paper thin onion slices. Break them up and put them in a bowl here. Now the pico, gonna finely dice. Roma tomatoes, these have less moisture in them and work really great in salsas and pico because of that. The jalapeno, use as much as you want. I like mine a little spicier. I'm gonna do half of a jalapeno and I'm gonna leave the seeds in. If you want it more mild, take the seeds and the membrane out on the inside. Membrane, is that what it is? All the little white stuff on the inside, take that out. But it's also optional altogether. Stir that up. Next is our sauce. And I'm actually just gonna make it in my mayonnaise jar. Mayo, ketchup, and relish in 1-to-3 ratios. 1 of relish, 2 parts of ketchup, 3 parts of mayo. This time I'm actually also gonna add a touch of barbecue sauce. Instead of relish, I'm just gonna dice up a dill pickle and add that in. Every time I scoop something up with my knife, the internet dies a little bit. It's not gonna ruin your knife, I promise you. Most of my knives I've had over a decade. It'll be all right. If you're not making this in a mayonnaise jar like I am, just do it in a bowl, mix it together. We're probably looking about 2 teaspoons of barbecue sauce, tablespoon of relish, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 3 tablespoons of mayo. I like to do it this way because it's already in a jar. If I don't use it all, well then I just put it in the fridge and I use it later. So we are gonna start by warming up the tortillas. A lot of the videos, how people do this, they put the burger down and then they put the tortilla on top and smash it into that. I don't prefer that because it gets very wet, the tortilla does. When you're dealing with gluten-free tortillas in particular, moisture can be your enemy. Beef tallow is great for frying. It's a high heat cooking fat. It's already beef, so it's not gonna add any weird flavor to your burgers. We've got our flat top to 400 degrees. We wanna really get a good crisp on these. First down, second down. These, we're gonna let them sit like this for probably 60 to 90 seconds. We'll add on some of the shaved onion and then press that in, top it with some of the seasoning, then we'll come back, scrape them off, flip them. You want to develop the crisp, the crunch on the outside. You want to get it nice and browned and caramelized. And so we're gonna let this go for a minute. Just be patient. They're ugly on the edges, that's fine. That's the charm. That's the charm of it. When you see pretty significant browning around the edges and it starts creeping up over the top on the sides, that's when you know that it's pretty crisp on the bottom, you're ready to flip. After about a minute, the onion side down, we're gonna add the Old American. Let it start to melt. Yes, you can use cheddar if you insist. You can use Swiss, you can use pepper jack, you can use whatever. If you want to live half a life, I can't stop you. Another thing I like to add, just some shredded iceberg. Probably about that much will be enough for 4 burgers. Alrighty. Assembly, very simple. Bleed in some of this pico, lettuce, and that's it. Super easy, delicious, tastes exactly like your favorite burger, but especially if you are gluten-free, this is the way to do it. Avoid those dry, hard gluten-free buns. Just get a gluten-free tortilla, grain-free if you need to be, and make it like this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, tap the notification bell to see our next video. Make it for somebody you care about. Take care.